The environment that we create for ourselves, it's not so much the environment that is around us. I'm talking about the environment within, the environment that our emotions, our feelings, our actions all use to ignite the genes within our bodies. We all have just a plethora of genes throughout our bodies that everything is firing and misfiring and creating. It's all a part of who we are and the makeup of our human body. When you look at it as your genes are like a Christmas tree. And when you light up that Christmas tree, you'll see them all beautiful, just misfiring when you do them on a scan. And when you look at neuroscience in the way that it is actually coming forward, and it's helping so many people to understand why we do some of the things we do. And the best way to do that is neuroscience is, it's a science, of course, and it is here to not just to say, hey, I'm neuroscience and I'm a scientist, and I'm not a scientist, by the way, but neuroscience is showing us that the brain and body are connected, and the emotions are the environment we create in our bodies. And when we create a housing or a home for these emotions that we want and that we have and that we're growing, and like I said, so many people I talk to are in the home business and we're growing a home business. And why are we growing a home business? Because we want to have the freedom to come and go as we please, to have the time with our families, to be able to not be tied down and not have to, I should say, make someone else wealthy. We want to take the reins and make ourselves wealthy ourselves. So when you use your emotions, which I hope you are, to create the environment for your body and your mind that is going to bring you the success that you want, if in doubt, look at neuroscience and the suggestions and the paths that have been created, that have been made, and that have been discovered. I'm sure back in the day you have been told, or maybe you've heard, thousands of times, that we don't use all of our brain. Well, what is that mass of flesh up there if we're not using it? Well, neuroscience has proven that we use all of our brain. And what happens when people get dementia, they get Alzheimer's, whatever the case may be, that is a proven neuroscience that those people are not thinking and using that brain part, and it dies, just like a muscle. The brain is a muscle. If you don't use it, you'll lose it. So use your brain power every day. What are you creating? What do you want to create? And what is it you want to do? So I'm going to put that in here because I think that is super important. To use your brain power every day. Use what you have, use what you don't know, and learn more. You should be learning something every day. Because when you use your brain power and your body, brain and body, they're connected. As you know, you're all one shell, mass. We're all one big mass, and we have a body, which is the mass. We have a brain, which is a muscle. And we also have emotion, which is energy. So we are all energy. So when you use your brain and body to create the now, you're changing from where you were, the past, where you were a month ago, a week ago, a year ago, whatever it is. You can change that just by changing your emotions. How do you feel about yourself? How do you feel about where you're at? How do you feel about the life you have or the lifestyle you have? Are you happy with where you're at? Are you happy with what you're doing? Are you happy with the success you make every day? There is success in every step we do every single day. Whether you choose to see the success there or not is all up to you. So you're creating as you go. Hold on. You're creating a life. You're creating everything. Doesn't matter what it is you're creating. Maybe you like what you're creating. Maybe you don't. But you are creating by having your emotions. Now, there are ways to change what your emotions are and how you feel all the time. And it's all neuroscience. It breaks it down. So I'm going to start a little bit backwards for anyone that is, just getting into the neuroscience and how this works. So when you do this, it is an emotion. Emotions rule the body, which is you have a heart, brain. They rule the body, the mind, and it all flows together with what you create. So when you get into the habit, and this is where discipline and habits will play a huge factor in what you're creating. So anytime you are stepping out of your comfort zone, which I hope you are stepping out every day, even if it's just a little bit, if you're just kind of scared, for what you're doing, or maybe you have this wild dream of having, I don't know, let's say you want to have a lifestyle where you're a speaker and you go from country to country and you take your family with you and your kids are homeschooled, but yet they have the cultural experience from being in other countries. Maybe that's the lifestyle you want, but you're not quite there yet. If that is, and that's just a hypothetical, I'm not saying that's something you have to do. But when you do that, when you change your emotions on how you feel, how does it make you feel when you succeed at something? Harness that emotion and take that emotion and go forward with it. Like, oh my gosh, I did that. I love that I did that. And I'm going to do that again and again and again. And I'm going to keep making that happen. When you learn, I'm not saying you haven't, but when you learn that you create your emotions, you create the environment that you house your emotions in. And when you create, I don't mean so much the environment around you, but the environment around you should always be neat and tidy, because that's how energy flows easily. You want energy to flow easily. It's not going to flow through a bunch of clutter. Clutter is not a good thing. When you have energy flowing and you're creating and you're being that person that you want to be, and you're having that business that you want to have. And anytime you're growing something you want to grow, whether it be a home business, whether it be maybe just a lifestyle change, you've got the business, it's going, it's great, and you're creating new systems, new strategies, maybe you're selling your own product. If that's the case, then that is great. That is fantastic. Keep going. Sometimes we just have to change our marketing a little bit. And regardless of what anyone out there says, I find, and this, I may be right, I may be wrong, but from what I can see, when you learn marketing in what you're doing, that's creating something new. And when you're creating something new, you're getting a new emotion. That's why I like marketing so much, is because I can feel myself creating more, which means my emotions will keep growing and changing and evolving, which means what I'm doing is changing and evolving. So when you do this and you keep going forward and you keep growing, then it's going to be even better and better. So that's why I like marketing so much, because I'm constantly using my brain. I'm constantly taking the systems, the strategies that I need and making them work one way or another. So a lot of people are saying, well, there's online marketing, there's offline marketing, there's, different types of marketing. Well, from what I can see, because I've been in the corporate world, I do know marketing for the brick and mortar, and it is a little different, but the concept is the same. The concept of marketing is what? You got to get your product in front of the people in order for the people to buy or to join you or to learn and to grow. So it's the same concept. Once you learn marketing and once you get the steps, and maybe you just need to keep evolving and growing, we all need to do that. The more we do it, the better we get. The better we get, the more we make. The more you learn, the more you earn. It is a neuroscience. It is just, it's logic. It's there. So if you're having a stick, or if you're stuck in the mud, or whatever you want to call it, I come up with these different things here lately. But if you get stuck and you're not sure how to go, and you're not making what you need, and it's just not coming together, if you're living right now in a thought or an emotion of, okay, I can't do this yet, I can't, that's not happening, I'm not going to know this, or I can't learn this that fast, you're at your own pace, you're at your own speed. How you do and how you do it is all up to you. It is. But every emotion you have will wire and rewire your brain and change your body inside and out. Every emotion. So attach your emotion to feeling great, to feeling good. And there's different systems, there's different strategies, there's different things you can do. I always suggest, if you get in a funk, if you get in a position where you're just not happy with anything that's going on, stop and breathe. Breathing is the easiest, best way I can think of to explain how simple it is. When you just harness your breathing and slow down your breathing, and you have control. Slow down your breathing, and you're going to open your mind, and you're going to rewire what's stopping you and what's going. When you do this, you're going to find the more strategies will come easier for you, the systems will be simpler, and not only are you changing and rewiring your brain, but you're learning as you go along. So learn what you need to learn to grow your business. If you don't know what you need to learn to grow your home business, private message me, and I would be happy to give you a private consult. That's the best I could do on this video here, and I would be happy to help you any way I can, because there's no reason anyone should be left behind. There's no reason why anyone should not have success, and there's no reason why, with neuroscience coming out and the scientists actually releasing all of this information on how the brain and the body and the mind, everything works together, that we learn how to do this, that we can't keep teaching and going forward and teaching people how to grow their business, how to have their mindset, and not just that, how to be that person that they need to be. It's all in there, and you know what? It's something you can do. I know you can. So I know this is informative, and there's a lot of gold nuggets in here. There's a lot of different steps on what to do, how to do it, and all this good stuff. So I will let you go for today. Take this to heart, and please like and share this video. Let's get it out there. I would love to help more of you out there who are struggling. And if you're not struggling, please give me a message and tell me how great you're doing. Maybe some steps and strategies you've used. And I would look forward to hearing your success stories. Okay, there is a training up here for you. This one is, again, it's in marketing, because we talked about marketing today. And use this, because you know what? I use this system. It works. Everything I give you, I use myself, and it works. Okay? I will have a chat with you later. And again, blessings to all of you.